Good evening, McGilver Wildcats. Hope you've had an enjoyable spring break and are ready to listen to a story. Before I get started, I just wanted to remind you of what, if you were here yesterday with us, what Natalie and I spoke about characters and how characters make up a story, and there can be one character or many in a story. And so I want you to observe and see what characters are in the book today and think about which is your favorite character and why. So find a cozy, comfortable spot in your house or outside to sit and listen to our story, and if possible, have a parent, a grandparent, a sister, a brother, or a pet or a stuffed animal to sit with and listen to the story with, and then we'll talk about our regular writing assignment afterwards. So here's the book. The Way Home for Wolf by Rachel Bright and Jim Field. Pay attention to the ending because I like it a lot. It has a good message for times right now. As a rainbow of lights flickered soft in the night, dusting diamonds of ice in a desert of white, the wind, whipping wind, is whistled its tune to a howling of wolves and a shimmering moon. And the lattice a rue in this echoing song, where a wolfing called Whiff at the heart of the throng. He loved to be fierce and longed to be grown. He liked to try everything all on his own. Look at me, I am big, I am tough, he would growl while he showed off his strength and practiced his prowl. One night, it was time for the workers to move on. New folks had moved in and their shelter was gone. So they left right away to find a new cave. They would have to walk far and they'd have to be brave. Let's go, shouted Wolf. I am ready to lead. You're too small, laughed the wolves. It's an elder we need. One day they advised you will guide from the front. I suppose, muttered Wolf, with a huff and a grunt. They struggled through snow as high as their flanks and leapt over rocks as they scaled icy banks. Wolf gave his all to keep pace and keep up, but strong-willed as he was just a pup. He kept dropping back with each clamor and climb as the pack journeyed farther away all the time. Exhausted and breathless, he stayed off the track when a blizzard blew in. And he lost his way back. Uh-oh. Wolf longed to howl help and to holler it loud, but his throat was too hoarse and his heart was too proud. He lay on the tundra, his tail curled up tight. A blanket of stars was his bed for the night until... Crack went the ice, crack and ker-eek. Wolf jumped to all fours with a deafening shriek. He stuck out the claws on every limb. He had to hold on because wolfings can't swim. Then he fell, rolling and spinning. It felt like the end, but it was just the beginning. Since somebody down there had heeded his scream, she swooped him up from beneath like a watery dream. I'll help you, she called. Just reach for my horn. A magic stick and magical sea unicorn. Wolf's pride washed away, and he stretched out a paw as he lifted him gently back onto the shore. Don't worry, she'd sung before dipping her brows. My friend, Mr. Walrus, will help you out now. And there, right behind him, a huge, tusky fellow lifted his whiskers and let out a bellow. To the ridge, he proclaimed, with his chin in the air. My friend, Mighty Muskox, will take you from there. And with wafings of fish and a very loud snort, their journey was made and their travels seemed short. And there, sure enough, on the ridge was the ox, who took Wolf as far as his friend, Arctic Fox, who followed his nose through the trees to a goose who guided him, honking to this ancient moose. The moose knew these wilds like no other soul. He was steady and true in pursuit of their goal. And as twilight closed in, Moose sang out a call to a fluttering, tiny fluff ball. A bear moth who showed Wolf the rest of the way to the place where his wolfing most wanted to stay. Thank you, Wolf waved as he rejoined his pack, and the wolves howled with joy that the wolfing was back. They huddled him in and cuddled him close, and he fussed over which wolf had missed him the most. Wolf he knew there and that when all came together, the darkest of times are easier to weather. So he bowed to the narwhal, the ox, walrus, and goose, and vowed to the fox and the moth and their moose. If ever I meet one who's strayed off their track, I'll help them along by guiding them back. And true to his word, Wolf is different now, and his world seems much smaller and warmer somehow, since wherever life takes you, wherever you roam, we're all just a handful of friendships from home. So I hope you enjoyed the story, and we'll take a few minutes to draw a picture about your favorite part, your favorite character, something that you relate to in the books, some experience you had that makes you think about the book, maybe how we could continue the story on. So draw a picture that matches it, and then write a sentence or some words about your favorite that matches your picture and talks about your favorite part of the book. And if you need to get some help from someone else at home, that is fine. And you can don't worry about your spelling. I know some of you do, and it's fine to use your invented spelling. And I look forward to seeing what you've worked on. Thanks, bye.